Okay, class, so let's start with our critiques. I was not able to do many critiques last week, so due to my voice, but hopefully I got it back. So let us start with, I believe this is Saul's work. So far this is looking good. I still think this is way too close to the edge. We need to make this either a little smaller. I would say smaller and just bring it down a little. Just right now the size is too big and you can definitely go a little smaller. And I'm not sure why this text here is very pixelated. Looks like it's, yeah. And it's saving as a PNG, it's supposed to be a PDF. So just be a little bit careful with how close this is getting to the edge and how close this is getting to the type. I'm not sure what's going on here in this paragraph. I don't know where it belongs. Is it to number 3 or number 4? Let's pick either one way of doing our numbers. We either go down diagonally for down vertically for all of them, or we do straight typography like we're doing here. I believe this is for the denotative. The connotative looks a little bit cleaner than the previous round. I just need to make sure that ingredients is spelled correctly on both versions. And again, this is looking a little too close to the edge. I have to create a little bit more space, move things up a little, maybe want to scale this a bit smaller. Okay. And yeah, this is also looking a little too close to the edge, so little refinements here and there. Okay, and let's make sure where this goes. We're not sure where this paragraph goes. It's kind of like awkwardly spaced compared to the rest of your columns. Okay, let's go to Mireya's work. So this looks good, Mireya. Very simple, straightforward. Let's see here. I would say the biggest thing for me is just how the directions are set. I don't know what I can see like the little hyphens, but it'd be nice to see like step 1, step 2 in bold perhaps. And maybe some kind of differentiation between the ingredients list, like maybe a dash or something. They just kind of look like one solid paragraph. So we definitely want to change that. Okay. Same goes for your directions. I would say if there's some kind of approach we can do that can just give us a hint of like which is step 1 and which is step 2. Okay, but I think this looks great. This overall layout, how we've stacked vegan and then chocolate chip muffins. And let's take a look at this work right here. Let's see. I like what you're doing here. This looks a lot cleaner with the space. I still think the upside down type is problematic to read. I would definitely love for this to read right side up like this right here. Pour buttermilk into bowl and vanilla. So please work on this. I think this is the only thing I would say that needs work, but everything else looks really nice, very contained, and very well structured. Alright, hope that helps. Let's move to Alejandra's work. So pumpkin spice latte, it's looking good. I would definitely say you're getting a little too close to how this type is placed right here. And you can get away with making this a little bit smaller so that it fits comfortably here in this space. Okay. Same goes here, a little too close to the edges. So let's create a little bit more space. And then let's go into your quantitative. This is looking good, however, again, we want to watch for little areas like this, how close we're getting to the edges, okay? So I would just evaluate that a little bit more appropriately, and just take a look at what kind of spaces you're creating over here. Let's make sure that like things are not getting too close to the edge, and we're starting to align certain things, like Maybe step 1 can align with combined milk or something, but getting a little too close right here. I don't mind the title being this close, but when we start to get into these areas right here, it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable. So evaluate that a little bit more closely. Okay. Let us go to Harold's work. So Harold, it's looking better, I would say. I'm still kind of weary about this space right here. Maybe if you tried taking these two and stacking them next to these guys over here, you might have a little bit of that space resolved, and you might want to bring this down a little more. Try that and see. It's just that this empty box right here is just a little jarring. Unless we took this chunk and moved it maybe to where step 3 aligns, and maybe you can create some kind of interesting space here. But this right here needs something. Either we bring up this block of type right here, or we somehow move this block over where this aligns. Okay, but I think this is beautiful. This is very nicely designed. We just need to resolve this area right here. Much better. I think the fact that you made this smaller reads perfectly. Everything reads nicely. Great job. I like this. This is fantastic. I don't think you need to change anything about this. Just keep it as it is. All right. So far so good, class. This is looking nice. I like what I'm seeing. Just a few adjustments before we call this the next round will be our final round. All right. I think overall we're doing great.